All right, everyone, here we are with ticker symbol WKHS, Workhorse Group Inc. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all the first-time viewers and investors. Welcome to the channel, Invest for Tomorrow. To all the subscribers, welcome back. And as we dive into this chart, I do want every single investor and viewer to be aware that I have a video to share with you guys. Towards the end of this video, I'm going to kind of summarize it. And if you have time and you find value in what I'm explaining, please do so, and I encourage you guys to watch the video. I'm going to talk about the S&P 500 index. Are we in a market crash or correction? So stay tuned for more information on that. If you want live updates on what ticker symbols I'm watching and adding to your watch list that I tell you guys to keep on your radar, you can go ahead and join me at the Patreon in the link down below in the description. So here we are, WKHS, Workhorse Group Inc. I'm really liking here the way that it's hitting newer highs and consolidating at some slightly newer lows, and then it pops right up, falls right back down, and pops right back up. So it's doing a healthy staircase effect, right? If we were to draw it out, you can kind of see right there, right there, right there, and then probably the next one, right? Staircase effect. Now, if the market was to collapse or crash or correct even more, obviously, we could see some more downside room, but the fact that all of this is going on, right? Workhorse went through all of this downward trend issue with losing the contract with USPS, which we've talked about in previous videos, and so forth, and hit a low of $12.50. And today, we're almost down 100 points on the S&P 500 index, and it's pushing upwards. Yeah, it can pull itself downwards, but it's showing strength of it also being able to come back up with strength over time. And it broke through the 50-day moving average. We're in bullish territory, actually. So something I want us to look at, which is interesting to me, is after ARK Invest loading up almost 600,000 shares yesterday on this stock, they decided to sell some today, which is a really small position. They're probably just rebalancing and using that money for other investments, right? Or getting some cash on hand to probably average down, or some other opportunities in other stocks. So they go ahead and have a total of 3,244,517 shares, right? Here on Workhorse, the 24th yesterday, RQ. And then when we look at today, RQ, the 25th, and we look at Workhorse, right, on the list and how much they actually have. Workhorse is right here. They have now 3,214,229. So when you look at that, that difference is just about 30,000 shares. That's such a small position change, and the value went up tremendously, actually. I mean, it went up a total of $11 million. So they're really positioned well here. I could see them probably purchasing more over time. We just need to watch the behavior here of the stock. But it's been moving upwards in a very subtle but very healthy way. So support here is right here at this point, 1671. If that gets broken through, you want to watch carefully how it reacts between that point and the 50-day moving average, which is 1556. And if it breaks through that, we're back into bearish territory. Anything above it, we're in bullish territory. So you want to watch the behavior between support and the 50-day moving average. Now, the highest point reached in the day was up here at 1970 almost, give or take. But that's a very important point moving forward. But the much closer resistance level here is at this point here of 1820. That's what the bulls need a breakthrough and want to break through and turn into a support to reach newer highs and new resistance levels. If you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to not miss a single video that I post, so you can go ahead and turn on all notifications. Share this with your friends and community, and don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watched this video. Stay tuned till the end, because you definitely don't want to miss all the information on the S&P 500 and more moving forward. Stay tuned. So for everyone that has made it to this point in the video, the information I'm about to share with you guys is one that I don't want investors to overlook. A lot of you are missing out on this information. We're going to talk about a video that I posted a few days ago, almost a week ago, and there's 24K subscribers, and a lot of you are passing off this information. And I'm going to show you why I want to really emphasize this, and I need your guys' support to go ahead and share the information after you've watched it if you find value in it. So we're going to jump into that in just a moment. But I do want every single investor and viewer to be aware that I have a Patreon now. And if you want to know live updates on what I'm watching throughout the week and weekly, the link is down below in the description. I've been talking about several different ticker symbols hitting their bottoms, and they're looking like a great opportunity. I've talked about already 10 of them, and this is the perfect time to go ahead and join in on Patreon and see these ticker symbols as they're going down. There's no fear of missing out. You have time to research the company. You have time to see if it's a temporary pullback and make your own rational decisions. This is the time to watch closely what is going on, and I'm sharing with you guys the picks that I have to add to your watch list and keep on your radar. So here are the different tiers that you can join in on. The link is down below in the description. So what video is it that I need your guys' support to watch it? And not only that, but share it so that every single investor and viewer is aware. So let's go ahead and go down here. So I talked about it a few days ago, and many of you actually went and watched it, and I started getting comments, and I'm really thankful for that. But here it is. Stock market crash, or is it the beginning of a correction where opportunity meets the prepared? So we are looking at the stock market right now, hopefully in the perspective of a correction. If it's a crash, this could take months, this can take years. I go over all the information there and how the Federal Reserve definitely has big support over the market. We already saw that this week. The market was falling, and the S&P 500 index, it started to bounce right back up. Look how nice it bounced. It bounced from here and these lows down here all the way up to here. All it took was for the Federal Reserve to pop up and say, hey guys, we haven't left. We're still here. We do exist. We're going to make sure we continue to support and keep things flowing. And then we just started to fall after they never popped up again. And that's all we've been feeling this week. We need to see how the week's going to end tomorrow. So depending on how the week ends tomorrow, you guys have to make the time to watch this video. I went over everything with the Federal Reserve, the chart itself, the behavior, how it's reacting, and so forth. I'm not a fortune teller. I'm not predicting. I'm going based off of fundamentals and all the analytics. So I definitely recommend watching this video. Now, I really like this comment. This is the comment that motivated me to share this with you guys. This was an hour ago, and this is on the same video, market crash or correction. So, seems like your thesis is holding up pretty nice. I closed all profitable positions Friday when I saw the video because it made a lot of sense to me. Looks like it was the right decision. Now, to that investor, I want to go ahead and say I'm glad you were able to make a rational decision. I hope it wasn't just my video, but it was your rationale after you seeing where your positions were and how you felt about it. Because I don't talk about any specific positions here. I'm not telling anyone to buy, sell, or hold. But something I do talk about is the fact that I'm not a bear. I'm a true bull. I like looking for stocks that are running up, but I do want to be aware and prepared. And I want every single investor to not be caught by surprise by what is going on right now. So I'm hoping personally, because I don't know tomorrow what's going on or overall the whole market, if we're crashing, it's going to be a big deal. But I'm hoping that we're in a correction, right? I'm hoping that this correction could fall down. We can end up down here at the 3,600, maybe worst case scenario down here at the 35, and then maybe even coming closer to 32. Who knows, right? That's what a correction might do. If we're in a crash, we might see a large downward trend, and for us to recover, it's going to take months, even a year, right? Or even years, right? So I want every single investor and viewer to check out the video. I'm not predicting anything, and I'm not, being a fortune teller. I'm going off of the analytics and everything the chart is showing us. I even talk about since this point, since we were already almost oversold, we were pulling back, and we're seeing the behavior of the chart we want to pay close attention. I mean, this little jump right here was a really nice jump for the market, but I mean, we're losing it just as fast. Like, that's all it took, a day or two. So I really want every single investor and viewer to obtain this knowledge and this perspective for themselves to make their own rational decisions. And I don't want any single investor to be caught by surprise. I want us to all be prepared. So once again, the video is called Stock Market Crash, or is it the beginning of a correction, where opportunity meets the prepared. So what we've been doing over on the Patreon, we've been preparing. So once again, if you want to join on in and you want to know what stocks we're watching and that are going into oversold territory, you can join us down below in the description. The link is there. You'll be redirected and you can go ahead and join us over at Patreon. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.